Hi everyone and welcome to WRDS 1103. I will be your instructor this semester. My name is Professor Pratt and I just want to do a quick video walking you through our Canvas class before it gets started and just pointing out a few things to know before we get started next Monday. So any announcements that you will have will be up here, so please look for those. I usually post a video and announcement every Sunday before the start of our week. This is an asynchronous online class, so we do not meet in person or on Zoom. So you are completing the work each day by the end of the day that's listed for that day, and I'll show you that in a minute. If you have bought the Niner course pack, you should be able to see the one textbook that we have here. So we are using the book Co-Intelligence by Ethan Mollick, and you should be able to access it now if you have the Niner course pack. So that's really important to have that going in the beginning of next week. So please check that you have access to that because we have readings in that due by next Tuesday. So a couple things I wanted to point out about our schedule. You can see you have a to-do list here, or you may be using the calendar to keep track of your assignments, which is fine. But I also suggest just using these modules here to get an overview of what is due each week. So you will see for week 1 coming up next week that you'll see that these things are due May 18th, and it should say due May 18th, and I will add that. And then these things are due May 19th, etc. So anything listed on that day is due by the very end of that day, okay? And so everything here under May 18th for Monday will be due on Monday by 11:59 p.m. So really important, this is a summer course, so it is condensed. So we move pretty quickly through readings and responses. So it's really important to stay on top of what is due each day. I would say that that is the most important thing to keep in mind, is to just try to stay current and keep up with the pace of the course so that you do not fall behind. So once you fall behind in a summer class, it moves very quickly. It's hard to catch up. My goal is to have everything broken down into manageable pieces so that you're doing the larger assignments that we'll look at bit by bit. So there's not one thing that you'll be doing at the very last minute. It's all broken down into pieces throughout the 5 weeks that we have. So please try to keep track of that and make sure that you have that book. And things that are due for next week, you can get started on now. So our course is available to you. If you wanted to get started on the syllabus quiz, you can. You'll see that the syllabus quiz asks you to go through these materials in the Start Here module. And this is really just our syllabus broken down into different pages. So it's going to walk you through that. So one more thing before we go, you'll see this Ask the Professor forum. So this is a great place for you to post any questions that you have about the course. So any questions you have, maybe a link's not working or you're unsure when something is due, or any other question you may have about the assignments or due dates or any technical issues. So if it's something that is more personal that you need to email me about, please feel free to do that. But otherwise, you want to subscribe to this forum so that you can see if other people have questions. You may have the same ones, and you'll get a notification that someone asks a question and when I answer it. So all you need to do to subscribe is click on that and just make sure that you've done that. And if you have any questions between now and when class begins next Monday, you can post them here as well. So look for an announcement from me on Sunday, which will just give an overview of what's coming up in the next week. But please do start looking ahead You can even start reading our course book since we will be moving pretty quickly through that in the first week and a half. But that's it for now. I look forward to getting to know you all and have a good rest of your week.